Hello, welcome. We are playing a game and the music is barely loud, so give me like 2 seconds to sort stuff out and then we can figure out some things. Do you want Tundra or Tiger? Probably Tiger, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess Europe would work. I'm putting easy because I'm a bot. And then for now, I don't actually have a name for this, so we're going to have to figure something later on. Do I do Tundra? Isn't Tundra? We could do Tundra. We're going to do Tundra. Europe. Tundra. Okay. Give me 2 seconds because this music is really loud and then I'll explain what is going on. Yeah, give me like 2 seconds to settle. Alright, this is not what I wanted. Let's not go with this and let's oh, is it because I did okay. I mean, I guess I can just cut it out. That's fine. So, welcome back. I say welcome back. It's been a while. I mean, I think I explained it in one of my videos that I posted on my YouTube a few months ago. I can't remember the full details. Actually, do I want to just keep that and then just sort out something later on? Yeah, we'll sort that later on. Yeah, I think I did explain everything and what was going on with everything for now, with like the YouTubes and stuff. Oh, I think I was playing Valorant or something when I was doing it. I can't remember the exact details. This isn't going to be a very big zoo, but just for my sanity, I'm going to actually just... Do I really want to sit here and colour all this? This is going to take forever. No, I don't want to do this. Can I... Is it going to let me go back? Might not even let me go back that far. Yeah, it's been a while. Don't get me wrong, I've said this plenty of times in the past. I do genuinely enjoy doing any kind of content, whether it's streaming, whether it's creating YouTube videos for my audience. It is something that I genuinely enjoy. However, it is a lot of work, especially the early days. But when you're there doing it for without anybody watching, you know, with no viewers, this is going to actually annoy me. Do we really care that if I do it in like a Antarctic region? We're not. We're gonna try this again. Yeah. So it is hard, very hard. No, like I know I say it, and I will continue to say it. I do genuinely. I love. Do I want to do a? What is sculpted? I have no idea. We're gonna do flat. Yeah, it is doing any kind of content creation during the early days when you haven't got really an audience. So much easier. It is very, very difficult. It is not an easy thing to keep going. It is not an easy thing to do without losing your insanity. It is, yeah, it's very, very difficult to sit there and create content when you know that you're doing all this work for this content and it's not even getting seen by anybody. It's very hard. And anybody that does it, I have lots of respect for. Not one there. Yeah, it is not no easy task at all. It's very hard to stay motivated and wanting to do it when you know, I put all this effort into a video, even though might not put that much effort, but you know you're putting in enough effort. And it's like, well, all this effort. I don't actually like that. I'm just gonna keep what it is. All this effort and I'm getting nothing out of it, you know, and yeah, it is very, very difficult, but it is something that everybody has to deal with at the beginning, early days of any kind of content creation. No matter how much you love it, there is always an issue that you're going to run into, and it is something that your brain is going to have to learn to deal with at some point and be like, well, hang on, this is the case, but I kind of don't really have much of a choice. If I want to get this content creation going, if I want to get an audience going, if I want to entertain people, I kind of need to suck it up and get on with it. And that is very true, you do. It doesn't make it any easier though, at all. So anybody that can do it without going through droughts or stages in their life where like, why am I doing it? You know, there's so much effort and time for nothing. You know, I have mad respect for them. It is no easy task. It is nothing easy, especially like, I genuinely enjoy playing this game. But I know I'm not the most creative person. That also makes things very, very difficult for me. Because creativity isn't really something I've always had. It's always been something that I've kind of had to almost learn, I guess. And you get some people that are just born with this natural talent to be super creative. I know people like it, and I'm very jealous. I wish I was as creative as some people are, but I'm not. So you have to take the time to learn things. That is not what I want to do. You have to take the time to learn things. It's a lot of work and a lot of effort. But at the end of the day, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And I mean, I don't mind it too much. I just wish I was more creative. I can sit here and tell you I ain't the most creative person, but that ain't going to change anything unless I'm, you know, I need to do something about it. And the only way to do something about it is, you know, get on with it. See how things go. And if they don't, oh, I forgot they got these things now. They're not gridded, are they? Ooh. It's fine, you know, like, can't be good at everything. I mean, some people out there, like me, I don't really find much that I'm good at. However, one thing that I know I'm good at is learning things. And when I want to do something, I will do it. Just sometimes motivation kind of gets the best of you. So it is very, very difficult. And like I said, I have all the respect in the world for those that can do this kind of thing, especially during the early stages. I tried to combine stages and days in one. Days. Yeah, it is no easy task. But we move. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. Do I want... I don't know how I feel about that. Trying to figure stuff out. No, this I do not like. I regret it. I think what we'll do this. Anyway, so enough about talking. Yeah, so I mean, I've had my times. I do try to get as much YouTube content done as I can. Why does things... Oh, I hate this sometimes. I want this on that angle. Yeah, it is very hard. I keep trying to get back into it and I just keep struggling. It is very, very not easy. And that looks gross. I don't know what is going on here. Does that look any better? Not really. I don't really want to... How do I want to fix this? I can't really put anything along here. I can put something along here. Let's figure out something. I think if we did that, trying to like figure out something. How I feel about this. I'm kind of just winging it. I normally have like some ideas on how I want to go with things. Right now, I don't really know where I'm going with this. Kind of just building and hoping, seeing what I can bring together. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, being creative is some people are just naturally gifted and able to do it, but me, I am not, and it is a very difficult thing to do. Making it even harder to keep to the motivation, because you look at something, you put all that time in, and then you look at somebody else's work, and you're like, wow, that makes mine look pathetic, you know. And that can make it even harder to have the motivation to sit here and create content. When you're looking at other people's work who seem to be doing so much more impressive stuff with less effort, you know, it does make it very hard. This is going to annoy me. It does make it even harder than it already is, because I'll put like hours into content. Like I've created a zoo before. And I put all the time in it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so happy with this." And then I looked at it a few weeks later, and I was like, "There's a lot here that I'm not happy with, you know." And I can go back and I can fix that, you know. And then I've seen other people's stuff, and I'm like, "Wow, I wish I could build like that," you know. And I can't, and it does kill your want to do this kind of thing. So you got that on top of everything else, making it even harder to sit here and make any kind of creative content knowing that you're just not good at it. if you got the natural talent for it, then sweet, lucky you, go for it. You know, do what you can to make you know, make things look good. Really take advantage of the fact that you can do that. But I can't. So that does not make things easy. I did say I didn't like this, but I think I'm actually going to just stick with it. Like that. There you go. I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about it, but when I think the roof's on, it's going to be better. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of why I find it very difficult, because a lot of the games that I play are very creative, because it's just the kind of game I enjoy. It's the kind of stuff that I enjoy making, the kind of content I enjoy doing. Always has been. I've always enjoyed creative stuff. It's kind of one of those things that's kind of like my go-to kind of game. I mean, other than FPS, but FPS, I love FPS games, but the problem with FPS is I'm very, very competitive. And when I don't see myself improving, I find it very difficult to sit and play any kind of FPS. You cannot change the colour of these. I swear you could have. That is unfortunate, and that is going to be annoying, but I think it's going to be alright because I can figure something out. I think yeah, I think I can figure something out. Yeah, so I'm typically a FPS gamer. I spend a lot of time playing FPSs. I've always wanted to be an FPS gamer professionally. I'm just too old now, and I just don't. If I put a lot of work into it, like quit my job. I don't have a job at the moment, but if I had a job and I quit my job and dedicated 10 hours of my life every day playing one game and one game only to get good at it, so I could go professional, I'd get there, right? Everybody can get there. Anyone can get there. But I can't sit there and play just the one game, because to me, that is so boring. I don't know why. I probably should delete that one. Yeah, it is so boring to me. It is not something that I would want to be doing. Although I'm a competitive gamer, I'm also I have a strong view on the fact that video games are meant to be casual and fun, you know? I mean, you can take it to the hardcore level and decide to not have fun while playing video games. That's on you. But for me personally, they have always been fun, and I will always try to make sure that they stay fun to me. What is going on? I have never used these stuff before, and I have no idea where this is going. Yeah, I've always said that video games should be fun, and I still to this day believe that is the case. Video games should always be fun. That's why they're invented in the first place, right? What is going on with this? I do not like this. I cannot lie to you. Can I cheat and do one of these? Might have to, because that doesn't quite align and it's pissing me off. Which one do I want though? Tower cap 3, tower cap 2, tower cap. Do I want like an obnoxiously tall, or do I want to turn it down a little bit? Go for. I think I like this one. I like this one. Yeah, I've always said games should always be fun. You can take them to a competitive, serious level, but at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, then you can't really be playing a game at any kind of professional level if you're not enjoying yourself, right? So fun comes first, and if you find for whatever reason the game isn't fun anymore because some people on the game are winding you up, or you're getting annoyed at things you can't control, it isn't going to be easy, right? And I've always said that video games should be fun, so that always comes first before anything. And if I'm playing the same game, now I'm going to get more topic from where I was going with this in the first place. I actually can't remember how you copy stuff. How do you Control X? Okay. Yeah. So where I'm going with this, I'll get there eventually. Is yeah, I've always said video games should be fun, and if I'm playing the same game consistently for a ridiculous amount of hours a day, I am not going to have fun, and that is when I want to not play a game. I don't want to play a game anymore at that point. I've always want to have fun, and if I'm sitting playing the same game, fun cannot come first. That is where I was going with that, and we got there in the end. So, I've always, as much as I want to go take a game and become professional at it, if I haven't got the ability to play something else in between to keep myself entertained and not get bored of the game, then I don't want to be playing it. So as much as I want to be doing something like that, my entertainment and fun always comes first. I'm trying to figure out where I want to take this, and it is really not easy because these roofs are very weird. What have we got? Do we have... Could I make this work? Ooh. The question is... As long as that doesn't... I have no idea where this is. Which is that going to sink through? I don't really... Wait, could I though? I could do this. How am I going to feel about this though? I don't think I can really pull this much further without looking stupid. Bit to there. I think... Yeah, about there as far as I can really go. I don't really want any kind of gap. There is a gap there, so I'm gonna have to bring this back. Yeah. So I mean, I very much enjoy playing video games and creating content, but it is a lot of work. And I don't think people realize how much work it is. There is a lot of effort that goes into any kind of creation, and I do not like the way this looks, and I think I know a way to fix it. Just doing that will fix it, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's really hard for me to get into the... Like I said, if I had an audience and I was actually making it to a large amount of people, then I'd definitely find it a lot easier. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't have burnouts like everybody does. It's inevitable to happen. You're gonna have a burnout eventually. It's just kind of comes with the job. Any job you try or do, you will eventually have a burnout, and there's no avoiding that. So that is just the way things are. Oh, I did not like that. Can't things just line up normally? There we go, that's better. Okay, we got that going. I think I like it actually. It's really hard for me to sit here and tell you that I love something because until it's all completed, it's really hard to tell. Okay, I think that's fine. Anyway, so back on the topic of this game. Yes, I play. So every year for the past few years, I think every year, or at least most years, I've done some kind of Christmas themed series. I always start it way too late and then get overwhelmed and having to rush it toward the end. But this is not going to be the case this year. I always go too big. That's a problem. I'll have a plan or something and I'll go too big. It's just what I do. What is this going to do for me? Nothing that I want to do with. So this is what's happening. This is my Christmas special series this year. Obviously I've done Planet Coaster the past 2 years, and I was very happy with those projects, although I wish I didn't have to rush them toward the end. This looks disgusting. I am not going to do this. Yeah, I always had to rush them toward the end, which I wasn't too happy about. That's just my own fault for getting caught up with other stuff, starting it too late, and then going too big. I spent way too long on specific areas of it last year, and then the year before that, I don't even know what happened the year before that. I just ran out of time, I think. And that was my own fault. This year, we're going to try and avoid that. I'm not going to make any promises. I guarantee you that it's going to be a point where I don't play this game because I get burnt out, which does happen. That's kind of what happened with all the other series. Is I spend so much time doing the one series, getting it all done, making sure it's all rushed, and then I get burnt out. You know, I should really be doing this kind of series over the course of a couple of months. You know, beginning of November through till the end of December. Or I try to get it done by Christmas Day. But here we are on the last day of November, and here I am starting this. This is going to be a much smaller project though. I feel like with Planet Coaster, a lot of work goes into your coasters. Whereas Habitats, can put a lot of work in them, and you should if you really want to build like a masterpiece, which is something that I cannot do yet in this game. I don't spend a lot of time in this game. Unless you can build absolute masterpieces, it is a very difficult thing to do. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to take this. Sorry. Do I want to go for like a... Trying to figure out the kind of roof I want for this building. I think I know. I'm gonna go for 2 meters as well. Yeah, so as I was saying, as much as a lot of work does go into this, if you want to build masterpieces, I do not have the capability of doing that just yet in this game. I ain't one of those YouTubers with incredible just creative ability, I guess. Yeah, incredible creative ability, so something like that is not going to be an easy task for me to... I did not mean to do that. To get, I guess, done. So there will be work will go, but it'll be more focused on the way the scenic views of the place. There's not going to be like buildings inside them really. It's going to be all about the placement of the trees and that kind of thing. That's kind of the look I'm going for. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. Bear with me. I kind of want to bring... This might look really stupid. I have an idea. Yeah, I focus more on that side of things, you know, the way the trees are placed and the general environment around them. I don't really focus on buildings within. It's just not really the style I go for. I actually kind of like that. That is an interesting thing that I never thought I'd do, but I'm kind of happy with it. Yeah, so that's the kind of the feel I'm going for with all the habitats. So they won't be spending like 5 hours on one habitat. Like in some coasters, you can spend that many hours on relatively easily. And I think I just try to get as many coasters as I can in. And I love building coasters. They're never realistic. They never make sense. But I do generally enjoy just making fun roller coasters. And then I have this habit of I hate gaps. I hate gaps in any kind of game like this. I do it with all the zoos that I build, and I did it a lot with the coasters that I built in my other series. I just hate gaps because the grass texture, as much as it's as nice as it is, there isn't a lot going on within the grass texture, and having just that plain blanket of green I do not like. If it had more texture to it, you know, a couple of flowers here and there, and wasn't so repetitive, I guess, there was more depth to it, I think I would stick to having gaps, but right now I do not, because, which is fair. So I thought their plan isn't to make that kind of thing stand out. Their plan is to make the building mechanics of coasters and like habitats and animals, the textures on the animals, that's their focus with this kind of game, you know. The paint that you use for environmental backgrounds, for the grass and stuff, that isn't their focus, which is understandable, and I'm completely fine with that. And I actually kind of like this. I feel like I need more of these, maybe on the other side, but there isn't the space, and I think it would get too overwhelming if I did do that. I do want to maybe do this. Can I? Really? Oh, see, what I wanted to do is I wanted to get this like that, right? Kind of like that, because I don't want it to. I want it to look as one building. I don't want it to look separated from each other. If I do, I think this is what we're going to go for. Come on, I think that's going to be alright. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that's better. It just looked like they were separate. I wanted to make it look like they're together. My other thing is I feel like this this. Maybe these need to go one higher. This is a 4. Maybe I need to get like a... I think I need to raise this up by maybe 2's too much, but we'll see. 2 might be alright actually. I think it's too low. I want it to look as 1, but I don't want this kind of thing in sight. Where am I looking? What am I looking? This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, as I said, yeah. So I hate empty space, so that takes a lot of time. And because I go for bigger parts, because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to do small parts, because I build myself like a parameter, and I'll be like, alright, I'm keeping my building within this parameter, and then I always go over it because it doesn't look big enough, or I extend it because it doesn't look big enough, and then before I know it, it's expanded so far out. I'm building a massive park within the space of a month, which is something that you should never do. Massive parks should take 5-6 months, you know, if you want all that intricate details and stuff, not a month. I actually kind of like the fact that this, because for some reason all this is pulled back. I think these walls are out 1 more than these walls for whatever reason, because I'm an idiot, and that kind of, I kind of like the way that it's not equal. If you have OCD, sorry, but I think I'm going to stick to that. And there's going to be more detail, obviously, but kind of like the fact that this side is raised and this side's lower. Gives it a cool look. Oh, you can see it a little bit. Maybe if I do this, raise this to like by 1, I guess. And then put the roof on. Where the fudge is it? There it is. Yeah, so this is kind of going to be my... There isn't... It's the difference with this game and Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster has a specific Christmas theme because they brought out a DLC around Christmas for the game. However, there isn't one for this game. Maybe they'll bring one out, but I doubt it. They just recently brought out a DLC for this game, Animal DLC, so I doubt we'll see anything like that. That's better. It's not too overwhelmingly too smaller, but it is a little bit smaller, and that's gives it like a little bit of variation. I'm not sure what we're gonna do here and here yet. Maybe just like a... There's probably gonna be a door here for the people that are in here. So yeah, I probably could slip in information people here. I think this is too high though. Maybe not. It can be like they're buying tickets or whatever, and then given doors to get out. I haven't decided what we're gonna do with that yet. That's kind of up in the air for now. Right now so this is kind of the style I'm going for. I don't want to overwhelm the place of building. I kind of want them to come in. There'll be a few habitats here and there, a couple of buildings, and that be it. But it's not gonna be massive. It's gonna be like one of those temporary. It's gonna be like a temporary zoo, I guess. You know, like you get these temporary theme parks which get moved about. Like mostly in America, you'll have like a pier which will have a pop-up theme park, and it'll have like rides that are easy to disassemble, reassemble, and it will move from time to time. It's kind of the vibe I want with this. Obviously, it's a zoo, so it's a bit different. And obviously, you can't realistically have zoos that are moving around like that. It just doesn't make sense, you know. But yeah, this is the kind of style. I'm gonna give it more details in a bit, but for now, that is going to be the basic of everything. And then I want them to come out, obviously. We have paths where I don't even know where paths are in this game anymore. Facilities, maybe not even facilities. Must be construction, right? Maybe not. Oh, paths. No. We want probably... This is like a very overwhelmingly coloured. Wish you could colour some of these. It'd be so much cooler. But you can't. Gravel. Gravels are very basic. Don't really want to use wood. Asphalt. Block palm. Frosted ice path. Damn. That just doesn't look right though, does it, as well? How I feel about this one. Maybe mostly snowing, so it doesn't really matter. Do I like to grid? Probably. It's just going to make things easier. Yes, I want them to come out, and then I want them to go pretty much this. To be kind of like a path. I want it to come to like a plaza area, I guess, with a couple of shops here and there. You know, if they want to get some drinks and stuff before they come in. And I want them to pass through almost like a second entrance outside of the. So if we do this, I'm trying to think of the. That's not going with us. I'm trying to think of where I want to take this. If we do this. One more. Yeah, that looks right. And then kind of have it come into this kind of, and then there's going to be shops like all around this kind of area. So there'll be shops here, shops here. I don't really want them to loop back. Maybe too much. And then I want them to come through like a second entrance somewhere around here. Just kind of lay out with path, I guess. Maybe not path, maybe just spray, the kind of thing I want. So you're going to come through here, and then there's going to be like a second entrance, this kind of area. If I grab probably wrong path rough, let's not have it on all the way. Yeah, so you're going to come into like a. You can't actually see anything because of the way the snow works in this game. Because it's always snowing. So I can't even do a part with that. But yeah, so you're going to come into like a second area. A second entrance almost. And then you're going to come in and there's going to be habitats. You're probably going to have like a, maybe like an indoor habitat. I think I'm going to go for all indoor habitats. Although we're in Antarctica according to the game. I think they're just going to be better to do indoor habitats. As for the creatures, I haven't really planned much. I mean, you're not going to see much building at all. It's kind of like a breakdown of the plan, what is going on. As for the creatures, I can't even remember where you go. Why can I not animal trade? Oh, you must have trade center. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Where do I want the trade center and stuff? Then that is something I'm gonna have to worry about. Maybe like in the back here. Can I like add it to the end of these? Because these go right up to the edge, right? So if I want a facilities, we need a animal shower staff facilities maybe. Workshop, staffing, quarantine, keeper hut, reset. I fucking forgot that you need all of these. Keeper hut. Benches, utilities maybe? No, not utilities. Guest facilities, definitely not. Animal exhibits, there's a large one. Oh yeah, walkthrough exhibit. I thought I added that recently. Very cool. Trade center. Animal trade center, that's what we need. So yeah, we need an animal trade center. Can I just cheat and use like this? I kind of like that. I know it's pre-built and you're like, oh, that's so lame for using pre-built, and you might be right, but it's done. Why would I even bother building something? This is pretty much what I would have built anyway. I don't like the ivy though. Where do we want this? Like here's a good place, right? Can I like edit this? Get rid of this shit. I don't want that there. Okay. It's kind of like a good guideline on the kind of style I'm going for. And then we need a path to connect it. So if we're gonna have, that is not one there. align to grid. This grid. So if we want this path to come to like here, so we bring it out like what, 3 more? 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. Then I want a staff path. Where just deselect from the grid. And we're gonna go for probably this color just because I like it. And we're gonna line this to a grid. And it should line up relative. That is not what I wanted. Can I get rid of this? There we go. Because I don't want customers going here. Could I do? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out stuff. Something like that is okay. Like so. Because they're not necessarily going to have like the buildings and like are going to be. What even paths do you use this one? Line this up. Yeah, the buildings and stuff are going to be more on the outside than the inside. There you go, like that. Yeah, so the actual like buildings are going to be like this bit, this kind of area. So you're going to have like buildings along here, and then you're going to have the entrance behind it all. So you like walk through it, and then here's just going to be, I guess, staff buildings, right? We need a few of them, so I see the problem in adding staff buildings. However, I do not like the fact that this is so far out. So if we're going to do this, I want this further forward. I want this probably like... we can do something like this. I kind of want it this way though. I want to bring it further in. And put it like toward the end here. And then we do the buff. Staff buff. So there you go, look at that, nice. And then we can delete this part of the path. Nice, okay. Happy with that. So I could. This is definitely staff path, right? Really hard to tell. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. No, it's not staff path. Path, staff. There we go. Now it is. No, staff path. I was gonna say that doesn't look right. I might have like a seating area along here, but I don't. I mean, I kind of do wanna make it so the guests can't see out this way because it's just nothingness. So maybe I'll put like a building along here or something, and like a seating area. I haven't quite decided. That again will be something that we figure out as time goes on. Obviously this goes right up against the wall. I think I can only go as far back as this, so it'd have to be like a big toilet or something, which I guess isn't needed. I could actually probably build that along here. Edit group. So this is, yeah, so this is the end. And then I'd have to go architecture, walls, and then we'd have to go, not that wall, because that is not a wall. Because we can't build further than this, right? Just have to be less, you know, your standard L-shaped toilet, I guess. Males and females. Do 4 out that way, and then 2, 3, 4 out that way. And then maybe we'll a couple more actually. Nice big toilet for the entrance. Maybe 7, I guess. Yeah, I think we do that, and then we do probably like what, 2, right? Like so. Most likely you'd have a doorway somewhere along here, and then somewhere along here you'd have a doorway as well. Kind of, that'd be kind of like your toilet setup, so there wouldn't be any space for that kind of thing, and I could just put trees here. And I could just set up a little building for like doesn't have to be attached to it, but this can be like a building for like the disabled toilet, right? Nothing too fancy, just a simple toilet like this. And actually, we're gonna probably move this one back, and then we have like the entrance this side here. This will have to go along one more though, right? And it has to do this. No, that is not what I do. I want one there, and then this would come here. No, I'd have it here. So here would be like the disabled toilet. Use our imagination. I know you've all got one. Disabled toilet, and this would just be your standard girls and boys toilet. And that kind of fills that space, so they don't really... I'll put like a tree or something along here so they don't get to see what's here. So there won't be any seating in this area. Maybe there'll be seating for like this side, because I'm going to have to do something this side as well. So I'll do like a building with maybe some food and stuff. And then there'll be like a seating area. It's quite a good big area, so it's probably alright for a seating area. Or like have a combined seating area, so like you'd have them come together along here. I'm actually going to do that now, because if I don't, I'll forget about it. So if we do regular paths, go back to this one, and then we do align to grid, and then we find this grid. That I cannot do. Okay, now if I just deselect and then align to grid and then go for this, that's the best we can do. Is that okay? And they're on the same grid path, so they should link together without a problem. Nice. And then, so all of this is going to be just your... So this could all be a seating area. And then customers will just walk past the seating area. I'd have to make it look really pretty, but I can do that. So this would kind of be like the seating area. It's all just going to be filled out like so. Oh, so nice. It all just links without any issues. Like that. And that'd be your like seating area. I could probably bring it out one more this side of her. Like so. And you got a nice, I mean, I don't actually like, I think I'd rather have a sharp bit there. And maybe like a, I don't really know what we'd have here. I feel like if I got buildings back here, so if I go to this and then go to edit group item. That's all gonna be wonky, which is fine. Anyway, again, this is just a temporary wall, just so I got an idea of where I'm going with everything. And that would come back as far as that, right? Okay, all temporary. I'm not keeping anything for now. We're gonna bring this to like here. This is annoying. Why did... Nope, that is not where I want that. Sorry. There we go. Like that. Yes. So kind of like I mean, I don't like the fact that it's a little bit wonky, but again, that's just temporary. This is kind of just giving me an idea of where I want to take things. I could get a tree behind here. I think I should be able to get a tree or two behind here. We'll see. And then here there'll be fences, or I'll figure out some kind of Christmassy design along here. You know, and give it a nice vibe. I mean, I could, if I really wanted to, I could do this. I could bring this even further and do that, or even just that. That looks stupid. Not going for that one. I'm gonna keep it like that. Yeah, so there'll be trees or something here, and then I'll have another fence, and that'll kind of give off the Christmas vibe. I want them to come in and then be like, wow, look at this place. Because the idea is you come here at night time or during the day, and either way it's going to look pretty. And then yeah, here will be, I figure what I'm going to do here. Maybe it would just be a giant garden, or just staff buildings. Probably just staff buildings because we kind of need them. We need a lot of staff buildings. Yeah, and oh yeah, as the creatures, animals. As I was saying, animals. So as for animals, I haven't. Can I just get rid of the DLCs? There is no way to get rid of the DLCs. That's annoying. I don't have all the DLCs. I have most of them. But I have all. Okay. So as for creatures, penguin probably most likely. I know they're not typically linked with Christmas, but you know, I kind of think of that. So probably those. Probably definitely reindeer. I think I've got the DLC for reindeer. Arctic foxes are another one that I want to add. Arctic foxes, reindeers. Can I like sort reindeer. I think I have the DLC for reindeers. Reindeer. I mean, obviously, yeah, reindeer. So reindeers are going to be in it. Reindeer. We're gonna have, like I said, the reindeers. We're gonna have the probably the Arctic fox. I don't really know. Like, I could do probably snow leopards. I think that'd be a cool one to have for Christmas. I want one I want a couple of big ones. You know, like proper famous ones. I haven't really done a lot of research, but I don't know if other like cultures see other animals with Santa. You know, like typically in the UK and I think America, mostly America. I think definitely America actually. They'll look at Santa Claus and he'll ride his sleigh with reindeers, right? It's kind of a cultural thing. It's kind of the way it's always been seen. Maybe mooses. Mooses isn't a bad shout either. So a couple of ideas on animals. There's probably only going to be four animals tops. I probably won't do any more than that, because I don't want to be spending months. It depends on how long everything takes, right? I don't know how often I'm going to be uploading. I think I'll spend more time making the area look pretty than I have anything else. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll go around and I'll get the habitats built. Well, not the habitats built, but I'll get like the areas within the habitats, so like the guidelines of the habitats built. And then we'll come up and we'll detail everything, and you know, you can watch it all come together. I'll either do it that way or I'll do it in bits. Like I've done this now, like you can see, I've built this kind of area, and I might just take the next episode just detailing all of this, and then I'll move on to the habitats. I haven't decided how things are going to work just yet. The plan is to upload 2 episodes of the series a week, up until Christmas, and the last episode being on Christmas Day. It is going to come down to whether or not it's going to take a lot of time. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. So yeah. As for the rest of YouTube, I can't promise anything. I'm trying to get back into streaming. I will be streaming literally after I've recorded this. I'm going to stream. I need to get the video sorted, edited, rendered, which is going to take a while, and then I can sit here and I can stream for a bit. But for now, this will have to do. I feel like I've been muted the whole time overnight. I was gonna have a heart attack chat. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm saying chat as if I'm streaming. But yeah, that is gonna be it. That is kind of what's going on with the series. I look forward to getting on with this, getting it done. I'm a huge. I might not always come across it, especially to my family. I love Christmas. Christmas is an awesome time of year. There's such a good vibe. I mean, I wish Christmas was more vibey like it used to be back in the day. It's a lot less vibey than it used to be. But I am a huge Christmas fan. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to my YouTube if you want to see more content. I'm going to try to get back on my content grind. We'll see how things go. I've still got a lot going on in my life personally, so I don't want to get into depth of that. If you want to know all about that, then check out my stream. I can go into details and everything. My stream is always linked in the description of the videos that I upload. And yeah, so yeah, thanks so much. Take care. Start to enjoy the Christmas season because it's only here once a year. Thanks so much, and I shall catch you all later.